Hello, Nigel here. As an owl, I love to be awake all night, but allergy sufferers like you probably don't feel the same. So take Xyzal at night to relieve allergies while you sleep. Then wake up fully refreshed for a more productive day. Xyzal works fast and offers 24-hour continuous relief from sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat, so you can enjoy doing the things you love all day long. Be wise all. Take Xyzal at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show, and in today's episode, so one thing that I always hear about my channel is that I have a low view count, and I do. Like, that's one thing about it. It's like, I'm not going to disagree with people on that. Like, yeah, when you look at my subscribers and your people, see, that's the thing, like, a lot of people be thinking that, oh, every single subscriber is gonna be watching my like every video that I upload. It's not like that. I don't think it's ever been like that on any platform that has video sharing, that all of your followers, they're not going to like every one of your tweets, they're not going to like every one of your posts, or even as going as far as to see your videos and posts and all that. And I don't know if that's just YouTube's algorithm, or, well, I think they did say that they were going to have like this new feature on there where you can like boost the video or something like that. And I guess it like puts it in a position where it gets a little bit higher up in the algorithm, something like that. I don't know. That's just what I heard. I don't know if it was true or not. But anyways, but yeah, overall though, it's like, I feel like that there are tools, but I feel like the more common tool that you'll see is people taking clips of whatever their content is and then posting it. And, you know, if you see the amount of videos I have, I'm like, I think if I were to do that, I would slow down with recording. So, like, because that's the thing where I'm like, okay, if that's the case, I'm like, I gotta take, like, every video out there that I have and make like a clip out of it. Yeah, that's doing too much, you know. So, but the thing is this, like, if I think I just got to mentally prepare myself for something like that. But yeah, overall though, at the end of the day, I mean, I want the best for my content creating career, but at the same time, I want genuine supporters. I don't want people that's, you know, oh, they only gonna support me if I do this, support me if I do that. No, I want like genuine supporters where it's like they gonna support maybe not everything that I do, but it's like, hey, you know, it's like you post this type of content, I'm gonna support you on that, you know, because that's how it was for me. Like when getting into watching Vanoss Gaming, for an example, I wasn't watching all of his videos, and there's still videos of his that I haven't seen yet. But that's the thing, though. I can still call myself a Vanoss fan because I watch this guy on a regular. It's just that there are those favorite videos where I'll go back and watch them more than any of the others. But there have been times where I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me check out this video. Let me check out that video. So I think of like when my videos, when they do have like low viewer counts, because yeah, it's like they might have like low viewer counts now, but as the time goes on, like the views do get a little bit higher. I guess they don't get higher to the, you know, I guess like it's not good for another person. Well, I mean, not so much as not good for another person. It's just that other people don't, I guess, I wouldn't say they don't like it. It's just that, yeah, they feel the need to constantly remind me about the low viewer count. And I'm like, look, fam, I get it. I understand. My videos don't get a whole lot of views. But my thing is this, rather than sitting down constantly telling me that my videos don't get a whole lot of views, just watch the videos, bruh. Like, that's one thing I guess, like, people will probably ask, like, are my videos entertaining? Yes. I'm not going to downplay my videos or say my videos aren't entertaining. My videos are entertaining. I'm always reacting to something different. If it's music, I'm always challenging myself to make the next best song. At least, like, not, like, in my, like, line of music. We're not in my line, just with the music with my name attached to it. You know, I ain't trying to say all music, you know, as a whole. I'm trying to be better than Kendrick. I'm trying to be better than, you know, Skrillex or Johnny Cash. No, I'm just trying to be better than the last song that I made, you know. So, but anyways, and then with gaming, I'm like, yeah, have all the different platforms. I'm playing a gang of different games and stuff. So really, at the end of the day, I just think that with content creation, creating, and I've always have said that, is that content creating, it's one big giant competition. You know, like, you can't get into content creating thinking that you're going to be like the best of the best, because that's not going to be the truth. You're not going to be the best of the best. There are going to be people out there that doing far less, and they're going to be better than you, you know? So it's one of those things where I don't allow like conversations about like low viewer counts and anything else, like, because I remember at one point in time people were saying that my channel was dead. And it's funny because the thing is this. So I guess like with my like the full length videos, like the videos that's over like 5-10 minutes, stuff like that, you know, the minute long videos and stuff, or multi-minute long videos, yeah, those videos don't really be getting a whole lot of views. But when you check my shorts, and that's the thing, like, where people, they just for some reason don't want to acknowledge the short videos, and I'm like, well, fam, like, that's why I'm gonna have to credit my, like, you know, recent success this past year, that it was, yeah, because of my short videos, my voiceovers, my memes and stuff, you know, like, those have been the main line of videos that has really elevated me as a content creator. Now, if people remember the name TMossBoss, then okay, cool, but if not, it's like, it's something that I'm not tripping over, you know. And I just think that if I'm attached to much more bigger platforms, and I feel like that's one thing too, is that you have to market yourself. I guess, like, if you're in the same field as me, and you know, you get low viewer counts, whether it's your streams, your TikToks, your YouTube videos, your Instagram reels, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, with me, that's one thing that I can say, is that, you know, yeah, I guess like with my recent videos, I have, well, I mean, there's even some videos of mine, I guess, talking on shorts. I'm like, but nah, there's even been some reaction videos too, where they've done good and stuff. Like, they done got a whole lot of views. So yeah, I just think that, you know, that conversation, it stems a lot from, people like Just a Robot and his fan base and things. You know, they like to run with that when it comes to my channel, and I always say that, you know, it's like anybody that brings up my views, my subscribers, or saying something about my channel being dead. Like, there was one channel that I just recently reacted to where they said that. And, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I check people's social blades, you know, I'll check it from time to time. And, yeah, man, I might have a, you know, social blade addiction, but nah, anyways, I checked the person's, their social blade, and I'm like, fam, just within this, like, I guess what, like, they usually show, like, 2-3 weeks or something like that on Social Blade, like, or yeah, there was like the last 14 days, so like 2 weeks, you've gained like what, a few subscribers. Meanwhile with me, hold on for a second, let me bring up my Social Blade. Now, it's not that I'm trying to brag, but I'm just trying to make a point here. It's like, you're saying my channel is dead, but I'm like, fam, in last Friday, I get like, well, it was, I think it just was a build up, but I think even right now I'm close to hitting another, yeah, it's like, I think if I were to post a few more short videos, I definitely, either today or tomorrow, I definitely would hit 147,000 subscribers. But yeah, it's like, it's people that, when they say things like that, they're not a content creator. They don't understand. But I'm like, with this person, they are a content creator, so they partially do understand. But at the same time, I'm like, look at your channel, you know, like, you don't have a whole lot of views and subscribers either. So like, I think if it's one of those things where if people were to look at my channel and check the analytics and statistics and all that stuff, or more so the analytics, but and they were to check theirs, I'm like, fam, I think people would see the clear obvious of whose channel is dead. It's like, here it is, you talking on topics that are like, you know, like big topics, but ain't nobody watching. So like, really, whose channel is dead at the end of the day? It's one of those things where it's like, you're trying to say that, oh, because of McDonald's, like they got like a few bad businesses, therefore like the whole franchise is dead, you know? No, bruh. It's just that those businesses, they don't do as well as like the other businesses that's like in more popular areas. Like, yeah, you're trying to say that, oh, because of this McDonald's out in the middle of nowhere, it's therefore it speaks for the whole franchise. It doesn't. That's that McDonald's and that's that business. So yeah, if it's overall talking on a particular video saying like, oh, this video don't get any views, all this other stuff, maybe there it could be a conversation. But at the same time though, it's like, who cares if it doesn't get any views? Or even if we're going back to the McDonald's example, it's like, who's really traveling out in the middle of nowhere and being like, I guess like as a conversation starter, but it's like people just have like a weird way of like, they'll say something and it just comes off as disrespectful and stuff. And that's why I'm like, you know, I block out the whole like low view counts, dead channel. I just block those conversations out, because I'm like, if that's all that you want to talk about when coming to my channel and there's all these different videos that I've uploaded, I can see that the conversation ain't gonna go far with you. It's not like, it's just things like that where I'm like, people that nitpick at stuff. And if I could just talk on that real quick, you know, people that nitpick, I'm like, fam, there are, because and then to also use like just content creating as an example about people that nitpick, it's like, you're looking at the wrong thing here. You know, it's like, here, I've uploaded a body cam video where the guy done got into a high-speed chase, got out the car, fought with cops, won the fight with the cops, ran out on foot, ran out in these bushes. The cops is going all over the place looking for him. They somehow, some way came across anaconda, and they out in the middle of California and things. It's like, when did this happen? Turns out that thing got loose from a zoo, and then the cops stumbled across it and stuff. I can react to a video like that, and it could be the most wildest video of all time, right? People will, for some reason, comment on that underneath that video talking about, oh, this video doesn't have a whole lot of views. Did you even watch the video? Like, what can you tell me about that video where it's like we can have a conversation about that versus talking on me having low views? I don't think anybody that clicks on the video and they genuinely want to watch the video, I don't think nobody cares about the low view count and all that stuff. Like, it's people like that where it's just, you know, they want to point out the obvious way too much. And I'm like, fam, no. It's things like that where I'm like, as a joke, okay, you know, but I'm like, it's one, and I know people probably would see or ask, like, do I look at my channel as a joke? No. Like, if I'm cracking jokes and stuff like that, then yeah, you know, I don't take what I do seriously on the internet. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to look at my channel as a joke. Like, that's just something that I'm not going to do, because I do take content creating seriously. You know, I'm passionate about content creating. So I'm passionate about my channels. I'm passionate about my videos. Overall, it's like, yeah, if the video doesn't get a whole lot of views, all right, video doesn't get a whole lot of views. Okay, and like, let's move on to another. But it seems like people want to address that that comment or just overall that conversation. I'm like, okay, let's sit down and address it. I explained to you guys how content creating works. Y'all still would turn around and be all like, oh, your channel is dead. How is a channel that gets, hold on, let me check my social blade. How is a channel that gets on a daily average 100 subscribers, weekly average 1,000 subscribers, and in the last 30 days I've gained 3,000 subscribers? That's just subscribers. Views, daily average of 600,000 views, weekly average of 5 million views, and in the last 30 days I've gained 18 million views. Like, my thing is this, whether it's shorts, whether it's the community posts that I'm making, it doesn't matter. I'm still getting millions of views. So, like, to me, when I look at that, when they say that my channel is dead, I'm like, are you even trying to do research on the channel? Like, honestly, because my thing is, it seems like lately, like, it's been, like, Just the Robot fans. Although there was this one guy I did get into it with. I don't know, maybe he was a Just the Robot fan undercover. Like, that, you know, Just the Robot, he seemed like he got, like, fans in, like, different branches and stuff. Like, he got the Army fans, the Marine fans, the Navy SEAL fans, and the Coast Guards and all that. Like, he got like fans in different branches and stuff. I don't think this individual was a fan though. I just think that they realized that they were losing the argument, so they were like, oh yeah, let me insult this guy in his content creating career. I'm like, fam, you're telling me stuff that people already done told me. Like, I'm immune to that type of stuff. Like, it's just gonna roll right off. So like, if you think you're offending me or upsetting me, you're really not. You're telling me something that I already know. It's like, hey, you're black. Oh, Dang, I guess, yeah, after 29 years, it would seem a little odd if I'm just now realizing that. Fam, I've been known that. Like, you're telling me information that I already know. So, like, what do I gain from you telling me that? Like, I think, like, people, when they do say that, though, I think that they try to, like, make me feel bad or make me feel a certain way. I don't feel a certain way. That's the thing that people need to understand about me, is that I was that content creator at one point in time where I didn't have no subscribers. Like, I wasn't getting any views. If I did, it was just some, random video. It was a video that was like, whatever the topic was, it was much more bigger than me. Like, I still remember, I think one of the first videos I uploaded that had a lot of views, it was a montage video of, like, pictures of Edge when he did that retirement, when he like his neck was broken or messed up or something like that. But anyways, that was, like, my first viral video back in, like, 2011, I think 2012, one of those years. Whenever that year he retired, I remember shortly afterwards I did make a montage video, just kind of like thanking him and then just showing him pictures of himself throughout the career and stuff. But yeah, it got a lot of views. It was a lot of people was watching it. That's what content creating was back then. Like, it wasn't like how it is today. Today you got it where people be doing some of the most craziest edits and stuff. No, yeah, like slideshow videos, that was popular. That was way, like, people would hear stuff like that. I feel like I need to explain, like, what content was back then. Like, if there's a video that you've seen from back then and you're like, hey, I seen that this was a really popular video, like, no, yes, ask me about that, because most likely I know about, like, for as long as I've been a content creator, the content that I've seen and just how much content creating has changed, it's like, man, it's crazy. But anyways, people's fans, they've definitely changed. It's one of those things where I'm like, just seeing how I feel like that, people hating on other content creators and stuff, like, that wasn't really a thing back then. Like, I think about that and I'm like, yeah, I don't really remember, like, drama and beefing and all that stuff on YouTube. I just think everybody seen an opportunity to be themselves on the internet, and then, yeah, overall, it just seemed like that it was chilled, it was cool. But yeah, now it's like, yeah, with beefing and drama and people just wanting to remain relevant for some odd reason, it's like, yeah, you'll have it where people, it's like, they'll do stuff like that, and then, yeah, they'll turn around and want to talk about your views and all that, and I'm like, fam, you don't get a whole lot of views either. Like, even the person that started that whole conversation about my channel, Just a Robot, he don't get no views. It's like, you look at his viewer count. Yeah, let's check his social blade. Let's see what he got going on, because I know he got 2 channels. Let's see if he'll open up both of them at the same time. It's crazy. It's like, you search up his channel. It's like, you gotta, like, leave out the spaces. Like, you gotta type it in all together, because, yeah, if you try typing it in, like, just space a space robot, it's, yeah, there's, like, all these other channels. It's like, fam, his channel don't even pop up when you look his name up on Social Blade. You gotta, like, type it up in a certain way. But he's losing subscribers. He's daily average, okay, so it's talking on subscribers. I was like, wait a minute, how do you get negative 27 views? I'm like, is he deleting short videos? Or I'm like, what? How is that? But views, he ain't getting a whole lot of views either. He got it was Monday of this week where he got over 2,000 views. That was it. But did he upload? Hold on for a second. Let me see if he uploaded a video. Maybe I'm like, he might have uploaded a video this week. And if that's the case, then I'm like, dang, bro. Like, to me, I find that insane that it's like, this guy went from getting a whole lot of views to, like, getting pretty much his career canceled. And then did he upload the video? What day did he upload this? He was talking on Demon Slayer, and he's like, why Demon Slayer is trash. I'm like, fam, if it came down September 11th, so what did was it? Maybe it was a short video that he uploaded, because I'm like, there ain't no way. Shorts don't really, do they have, like, a thing where it lets you know, like, when the video was uploaded and stuff? September 10th. So, like, yeah, bro, how did you, I'm confused. Oh, wait a minute. What channel? Oh, I was looking at his, the secondary channel. Okay, so I got my channels confused. But, yeah, on the secondary channel, I mean, that channel was getting a lot of views at one point in time, but it's not anymore. It's like I guess, like, he did post the video on that Sunday, And then, so yeah, then I think, okay, that would make sense, you know. But yeah, let's check his, the bigger channel and stuff. But, yeah, it's like he's on a daily average, he's losing 100 subscribers, weekly average losing 1,000 subscribers. And in the last 30 days, he then lost 3,000 subscribers. And then with views, he's doing somewhat decent with views, daily average of 2,000 views, weekly average of 10,000 views, and then last 30 days, 84,000 views. Why does it feel like that our view thing done switch? You know, like it just seems like that last year. That's just crazy to me, where it's like last year I end up like reaching a new area of success with content creating. I mean, having it where videos on multiple platforms is reaching like millions of views and stuff. And then with him, it's like you getting people, yeah, I guess like people might potentially get that, millions of views on videos made about you. But it's like, that's one thing I don't think he's ever going to achieve now is him getting, yeah, maybe if he uploads a video on TikTok, maybe he uploads an Instagram reel, that'll probably be it, if he'll be able to get 1 million views. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, I feel like that there are going to be people that are going to find that out. Like if he has a channel or accounts on TikTok and Instagram. And then, yeah, then they're going to just be all like, hey, wait a minute, you just a robot, unless he don't talk. But if he's talking and all this other stuff, I feel like that eventually it is just going to get to a point where they're going to give him the same treatment they're giving him on YouTube. So he can't really go nowhere, you know. But it's just funny to me where it's like, you look at it, you know, I guess from my point of view, it's like, fam, my channel ain't dying. Like, I can show you proof that my channel ain't dying. Yeah, you guys will look at the main videos, but I'm like, y'all gotta look at everything's. You know, it's funny how like how that worked out too, where it's like people were saying that my channel is dead, and then I started growing and being all successful and stuff. Then it was like, oh well, it's the YouTube shorts, but my channel is still getting views, correct? Like, that's all that matters. And, like, that's all that y'all was talking about. It's like y'all trying to get technical on a conversation that you never even started. It wasn't like years ago when you were leaving that comment, you were like, oh, you're, like, every video you're uploading. Because shorts have been around for a while. So it's like, people, they always would say that. They were like, they would have the videos talked about all together. But then it's like, I started blowing up off of voiceovers and all that stuff. Then that's when they're all like, oh, well, your main videos are is dead. They're like, that area of your channel is dead. Okay, and I'm like, that's like you're like trying to say like there's that one menu on the McDonald's, like, you know, like their food menu thing. It speaks for the whole restaurant, therefore the whole restaurant is dead because ain't nobody buying that item. Nobody. My thing is this: if people want to buy that item, it's there. Talking on my videos. If people want to watch the video, it's there. I'm not going to take the video down because it ain't got no views. Eventually, at some point in time, it's going to get a lot of views. Eventually, at some point in time, a lot of people are going to be watching it, talking about it, and all that stuff. It's called being patient, you know? So that's why I'm like, yeah, you just got some people out there, they ain't patient. They want your video to get 1 billion views right then and there. Then when I do that, then it's like, then the conversation's going to shift to something else. And I'm like, bro, I ain't got time for all them conversations. So let's go back to the original. My channel is dead. I ain't getting no views. And it's like, okay, then that starts happening. All right, that's been, you know, settled. So it's like, move on to something else. But leave me out of it. I don't want to be involved in no more conversations when it comes to just the robot. Well, I feel like, yeah, with the stuff that I've been uploading now, I'm like, yeah, there's going to probably at some point in time be a video getting made about me and stuff. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.